So in today's video, I'll be starting a new series called Inventory Reviews, and in inventory reviews, I'll review people's inventories. And I made a community post on this, and someone commented bit_VH, and so I'll be reviewing his inventory right now. There were some other people that were suggested, but I couldn't contact them at this time, so I could contact him, so we're just gonna review his inventory right now. So let's start off with the dreams. So he has a rainbow saber, an elegant saber, the Illuminati demon heart, and legend hammer. So as you may know, legend hammer is kind of shit. He does have the saber set there though, so I respect that. I don't think Illuminati is that good either, value wise, because it was I think it's like 6 of bad demand, because it was Bible and stuff. And he also has a demon heart, which is still craftable to this day. I think it has been craftable for a long time. Yeah, it's still craftable. It's been craftable for a long time. So yeah, I guess his dreams are pretty decent. I'd rate his dreams a 6 out of 10, because he does have the saber set over here, and I mean, legend hammer and stuff, it's kind of dog shit. Mainly legend hammer though. Illumina isn't the best either. Okay, let's move on to the mythics. So he has some standard mythics like Ice Ancient, Dark Horse, Seraph, Spider. Those are pretty basic, but he does have a comment though, so that's pretty cool. So he probably got top 100, I assume, last season, because it's very new in his inventory. He also has a Festive Scythe over here, some event knives from Holiday 2019, a Jade Maiden. He crafted that probably, or traded for it. Has a nice Dark Age over here. Beam Core. Beam Core is also pretty interesting. It's also still craftable, I think, or unboxable. I don't know. Wrath is also unboxable, so that's not the best mythic you can get. His Energy Slicer and Flamethrower, I respect that. I wonder if he crafted for them or traded for them, because I like people that craft stuff. I respect that. So it's basically it for his mythics. His mythics are pretty sick. I'd give it a 8 out of 10, because he does have the comet, and that's pretty cool. If it wasn't for the comet, probably a 6 as well, because he doesn't have that much valuable mythics, but he does have like a lot of not that much valuable. I mean, I guess Festive Scythe is probably a pretty good one. First, it's just mostly smalls and stuff. I mean, if he could upgrade all of these to like a pretty decent mythic, but yeah, he does have comet, so I'd give it an 8 out of 10. Okay, now let's go down to the exotics. He doesn't have that much exotics. Usually people have like stacks of exotics because of tier 1s, for example. He does have some clan rewards though, and he does have the VIP thing and the Asian stick, of course. He got top 100 twice, pretty nice. I'm getting my 13th top 100 as we speak. It's 4 hours left, and I'm at the leaderboard with like 60. I'm at 68th right now with 10. It's pretty sad this season actually, because it literally is gonna be 7, and it's literally 1 win a day, and it's pretty bad. But let's continue. He has a nice Candy Slayer. Candy Slayer is pretty good right now. I think it's like 12 value. So yeah, he got some snowman combs. Got some pack knives over here. Asia's pretty old, but Asia did return to the shop though once, so that's pretty sad. But Asia is pretty sick. He also has another old bundle, the Blizzard, and of course the Candy Blade. Candy Blade is very high in demand still, and still very overpriced. It's still 6 this day, I think. So yeah, okay. We also have the Gravity Hammer, which is pretty recent. He has a Krampus, that's nice too. Let's think. I think his exotics are worth like 160. I'm not sure though. So that's pretty decent. I give it a 8 out of 10 as well. It's exotics. Now let's go to the legendaries. I mean, he doesn't have that much legendaries though, which is respectable, I guess. He does have a Zombie, which is pretty rare. He does have a Royal Faberge, and just some tier 1s and some new one of these. I'd give his legendaries a 5 out of 10, because he doesn't have that much to begin with, and most of them are tier 1s. But he does have a Zombie though, and I respect that. Another Royal Faberge. Alright, going down to the rares, he has some comp rares over here, and some standard tier 1 rares. He does have more rares than legendaries, and I think yeah, his legendaries are definitely worth more value though, just because of that zombie and the royal favors mostly. He does have a lot of bronze and silver tiers as well. He does have a few dupes from rares, so that's nice too. It's always nice to have some dupes of stuff. I'd rate his rares probably a 5.5 out of 10. So those are a little better than his legendaries. And now we're having the commons, and as you know, I'm very good with commons. I have nearly 40k common knives, and if you want to count common items in general, I have over 60k because I also have 20k plus turtles. But yeah, let me see what he has over here. So he has a pizza. He has some good event stuff here to begin with. There's some YouTuber knives. Yeah, his commons looking pretty decent. He has a lot of dupes too. Well, not like a lot, like if you compare it to me, but he has a decent amount of dupes. And he also has a couple of the new knives. His commons look pretty decent for commons, of course. This is nothing compared to exotics at all, but we're rating it from commons, because if I'd rate this with value, then the commons would usually be very low. I'd rate his commons like I'd give it an 8 out of 10 because he does have decent dupes of everything, but he doesn't own every common. But he does have decent dupes of the stuff that he does own, as you can see. And now let's go to his pets to finish this video off. Ooh, he has a Crimson Drake. See, I like that. Crimson Drake is pretty rare. He has some recent 50-point prizes. He has a Doge, so it's pretty OG with the VIP too. Wait, does he not have Fool's Gold? He doesn't have Fool's Gold. That means that he crafted it in for sure, because he does have the Doge pad, but not Fool's Gold, so he crafted it in. That's so sad. He does have the Ghostly Knight, and he also had an Azure, so I don't know if he bought the bundle or just traded for it. Sapling Bud over here. Oh my god. If he has that effect, then I respect him for that. Because that effect's pretty cool, the leaf effect. He has a Wraith. Yeah, Crimson Drake, as I already said. Then he has the Code Knives that will never go away, of course, Walrus and Flow Knife. And oh, he also has a Turtle. It's pretty nice. And yeah, now I will calculate his inventory value and show you guys what his inventory is worth. Alright, so his dreams are worth 47 value, which is pretty decent, I guess. Let's move on to the mythics. Alright, so his mythics are worth 269. So, yeah, it was actually worth like 119, but of course, then he comes in with the Comet. And Comet is worth a lot of value, so that kind of carried his mythics. As I said before, that's why I gave it an 8 out of 10, if I recall correctly. I forgot, but that's why I gave it a pretty high rating, because of that Comet. And Comet is pretty unstable right now. It means lowering, but it's gonna go up again. So it's like top 100 prizes also are usually very weird in value and pretty unpredictable. So right now it's 150. Could be 130 tomorrow. Could be 200 tomorrow. I really don't know, but yeah, his mythics are worth 690. 200. I mean, not 600. 269 value. So his exotics aren't that valuable either. But it is way less than the mythics though. So we just gotta add the Krampus real quick, so that carries it, of course. But it's still 100 value less than the mythics, which is pretty interesting, because usually people have way more exotics than mythics, but in this case it's turned around the other way. And of course he does own a Firebrand, and Firebrand is kind of unstable right now because the event is going on, still going on, for God's sakes. The event's been going on for like 2 months. Still hasn't ended, so Firebrand's not doing well right now. But yeah, his inventory, his exotics are not worth that much compared to his mythics. Of course, 169 value is still a lot, and he has a Krampus, of course, which is a very nice knife. But yeah, okay, so I was originally planning on also counting his legendaries and stuff, but I'm gonna scrap that actually, because I don't feel like I'm feeling it's very necessary, because most of the value is up in the exotics, of course, unless you have like an inventory like mine. But counting values of legendaries, rares, and commons is very weird and difficult to count all that. So I think I'm just gonna stick to counting exotics, mythics, and dreams in my future videos as well, and just looking at the legendaries, rares, and commons. Let me know what you think about that in the comments. Comments, not commons. Okay, so I forgot about the total value for a second, so let's just add everything up. 47, his dreams, plus his mythics, plus his exotics. That adds up to 485 values, so let's round it up to about 500 because we don't count legendaries and stuff. So let's say his inventory is about 500 value, which is pretty nice. That's something to be semi-proud of, I guess. Of course, there's people with way bigger inventories, but 500 is still a pretty big accomplishment, so it's a pretty decent inventory. And yeah, also I said that a floating knife was never gonna get removed. Well, I just checked the value list when I was calculating, and it said that they removed floating knife from the code section, so that's quite a coincidence. So floating knife is gone right now. Hashtag RIP floating knife, was in the game for like 2 years, but it's gone now. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this new series. Comment down below we will the review in the next, and subscribe, check the description, and I'll see you tomorrow with a new video.